All right, John and I are here right outside of Denver, Colorado at Sashco headquarters, and the second day of zero failures is going on right behind us. We dipped out for a couple minutes to talk to Nate from product development here at Sashco. He's going to show us around. Really cool facility. We took a full tour yesterday, so we want to bring you guys along for that. So we can head over here, talk to Nate, grab our safety glasses. So this is a really cool place. I think it'll be nice for you guys to see, how this product is made and, see the people behind the craft. So here's Nate with product development. Nate.
How you doing?
Thanks for being with us.
Of course, my pleasure.
Do you want to give us a little background on Sashco? Tell the people when it started, what the whole company's about.
Sure. So we're actually celebrating 90 years this year that we've been in business. Throughout a few locations. This one we've been in a couple years, and we'll go check it out in a minute. But our founder, Don Birch, started the company, and he actually passed away fairly soon after he started the company. So it passed to his wife and then to his son, who's still with us today. We have a couple other family members also involved. But at Sashco, basically the whole team is part of the family. And so we're constantly refining our products over time to try to deliver a product that actually works, which for us means a sealant that's not going to crack.
Yeah, and we've seen, here all the testing that you guys do. So it's not just, it's very data driven and driven by the people who are using the product. So
Absolutely. Yeah, we're constantly trying to test to push failure off as long as possible, right? So if we can get an extra 10% elasticity out of our products, or an extra 15% UV resistance out of our products, that's pushing failure further away, which means water's not coming into our homes, so we're not getting air leakage, and that's what we want. It's a lifetime warranty on every product at Sashco.
Nice. So where do you want to take us next?
Let's head into the plant.
All right, cool.
This is a brand new mixer that we just installed. It's 1,000 gallons to help us make even more Big Stretch and other water-based products.
Yeah, that's cool. And yesterday we noticed how quiet it actually is in here. It's not quiet like you're in the middle of nowhere, but for a production floor, it's pretty quiet.
It is pretty quiet. The other things I like about it is how clean it is in here, and how nice the air quality is. That the folks at home might not be able to pick that up, but that's part of the business that we're in, right? Is helping you maintain good air quality in your home, and we have amazing air quality in this building for a plant that manufactures chemical products.
Right. So we saw yesterday, this is sort of like the solvent-based side of the production floor.
Yeah, and you're welcome to come up and check this out. We can watch them filling a few tubes here. So our cartridges are getting loaded in the hopper here. They're coming down in the machine, which orients them properly. 10.5 ounces of Lexel gets added in the tube. The plunger gets inserted, and then it kicks out, and Rodney here is grabbing the cartridges, loading them into the boxes, which then get put on a pallet and sent to our shipping department.
I love that, every tube that comes off is being touched by a human hand. And like you were talking about yesterday, that's such a huge quality control point too, because they're being touched and looked at by someone, every single one that comes off.
That's right. We take great pride in that, actually, that every single cartridge or pail or gallon that gets shipped out of this warehouse is touched by a real human at some point to make sure that we're not shipping out defective product, right? Yep. Every once in a while we'll get a cartridge that is cracked or one without a nozzle. We don't want our customers to get that, which you might have happen on a fully automated line.
Yeah. And we even saw yesterday on the Moreflex line, those are being filled by a person. You know, there's an actual manual filling of the cartridge.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're running right now. They might be. Let's go see if we can find a manual line that's running.
So we're here where they're actually packaging up Big Stretch, which is probably, would you say this is the most popular product from Sashco? Maybe the second most popular?
It's definitely top two, right? Lexel and Big Stretch everybody knows and loves those brands.
Yeah. So we use a ton of Big Stretch. Great, like all around sealant, caulking, for painted stuff. It has a ton of applications. So this is a very similar setup to the Lexel, where this is actually an automated filling process.
That's right. So the machine is doing most of the work, and in terms of filling the tubes, right? Spitting out on the line and getting boxed and then palletized here after the fact. Looks like we're a little low on cartridges, so I might even
oh yeah, let's see.
Stick in a bundle. It's a little easier if you have a knife on you to make sure that you don't mess this up, but I still got it.
That's pretty cool. This is a cool shot, John.
Yeah, with the cartridges going up.
I like that. So a difference on this as well is, you know, we have a whole tank full of Big Stretch behind us. With the solvent-based stuff, it's all enclosed within those explosion-proof rooms.
That's right. We've never had, to my knowledge, a big fire or anything like that at Sashco. But if we did in the solvent-based areas, theoretically it would not be good. So those areas are built to be explosion-proof, to protect the people. If there was a spark, it's designed to blow out on one side, away from the facility.
Right.
But you don't have to worry about that with Big Stretch. It's water-based. So we talked about checking each tube that we release, and what Kane's doing here is just looking to make sure there are no air bubbles in the tube of Big Stretch. So we can figure that out by shining a really bright flashlight at it, and you'll actually see that the color will be a lot lighter if there is an air bubble.
Right.
So he'll do that every once in a while.
That's awesome. Thanks.
Thank you.
It's like checking the egg, you know?
Right.
See if it's fertilized. So this is my favorite product from Sashco, Exact Color. So we use tons of this stuff. Custom color caulk. So we don't have stock colors. Everything we do is a custom color. So it might be Benjamin Moore, Sherwin-Williams, Farrow & Ball. We just did a bear color, believe it or not.
Okay.
So depending on what our client chooses, we need to have a caulking that matches so that we can finish out the job. So Exact Color, you mix in your paint or your stain and you get that exact color match.
And do you mix them all by hand yourself?
I do. I actually use a Sawzall sometimes, and I like strap the tube to a Sawzall blade,
Nice.
which works pretty nice. I'd like to maybe 3D print something. I know you guys have the shaker.
We do, but I've seen that the Sawzall, it's after before, and that's a great way to do it.
It works pretty good if you can keep it attached to the blade. But so you guys are packing up the contractor packs right now, and you have your blister pack machine over there that's covered up, but that's how you do the individual.
That's right. So we have a kit where if you're just making one or two, just do a backsplash or something like that. Versus if you're doing a whole siding job, you don't want to break open all those pieces. Plus, we're wasting some plastic, right? So these are built really more for siding, or if you're doing a whole cabinet job, where you can use the same syringe for 6, 12 different tubes or so.
Yeah, and these, like I like to keep these in the shop because we're using so much that when we need a tube, we just pull out a tube and use it. So this is where everything lives after it leaves production and it's ready to go out into the world.
That's right. So there's a whole lot of Big Stretch and Lexel ready to ship at this point. So we're pretty heavy right now because obviously the summer season is a busy one for us, right? So these are pallets that are ready to go on top. On bottom here, we have broken down pallets for when we're mixing and matching pallets that are gonna ship out. And so back here behind us, we have basically trucks that are pre-built, right? So we know we have an order come. You can see a few of those are mix and match pallets, right? That we've assembled to go out. So that's ready to load onto one of these trucks to head out for a customer.
So we're here in the wood shop with Scott.
Yeah.
Thanks for being with us. And this is where like a lot of the sample stuff is being made. So if you ever see a display, you know, like this for some of the log stains, this is actually where you guys are making them?
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of action in here. It's great fun. It's really gratifying because I'm able to kind of create something like every day. So, you know, a big part of what we're doing here is we're showing off our stains. And we've got our water-based and our oil-based. But where I was able to use our new CNC machine here is I used to put like clear labels on here with the colors of the actual stain, and now I'm carving them using the CNC machine.
Yeah, that looks great.
So they are just coming out just really absolutely beautiful. So mostly what I do in the wood shop has to do with the log side of the company. And, you know, we've got the CNC machine. I've got all kinds of different saws. But, you know, I kind of get into, you know, I'm asked to make benches out there for production and that type of thing. So it's really gratifying. Like, okay, Scott's kind of maybe a solution guy we can go to make something not only that's feasible and productive, but something very creative. So I love the wood shop here at Sashco.
That's cool. Yeah, you know, that idea, we were just talking about lean a little bit, of continuous improvement, and you need somebody to bring those visions to life. So to have all the tools and someone that can actually do it is huge, you know?
Yes, absolutely. And Sashco is definitely kind of just invested in exactly that. Like, okay, here's whatever tools you need, but let's get it done, you know, and get it done professionally, because we're all about, just like our products are for professionals, there's no good, better, best. That's what I want to do here in the wood shop. So everything that leaves here is immaculate. So I take a lot of pride in that. It's really cool.
That's great. Yeah, you can really tell.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks
and
so
I've
much.
I've worked all different departments in the company, and this is kind of where I ended up. So I've been here for 25 years now.
Wow.
So it's absolutely very cool from that perspective too, to where Sashco allows you to kind of have some freedom to follow some passions and what you're really good at. So
that's cool. Yeah.
All
So
right.
Sashco, not just sealants, but a woodworking shop, right within, you know, the
yeah,
four walls.
exactly.
Oh, thanks.
All right, I appreciate it.
So we're here in the display room. So
That's
this
right.
is where all the displays are being made. Stuff like this. So this is a big stretch display. So this is the actual sealant on a mock-up to demonstrate how it works.
That's right.
We have some color cards back here. So, you know, we've all seen like the paper card with the color of the caulk, but this is actual caulk.
Yeah, I think it's important to make products that work, but then you also have to let people figure out that you have products that work, right? And so I love the fact that we have real samples of the product on these color cards that are made by hand right here, you know, by the dozen. And then these little, you know, touchy-feely type things that people can bend and stretch to see, wow, this product is built for movement. So they understand the story.
Yep.
So that they'll choose that product when they're building their house.
Yeah, so I've gone to like, you know, the paint store and I'm looking for a caulking for a painted job, and you're looking at the tip here and you're thinking, okay, is this gonna be, you know, the right color? And, you know, this is showing you the actual color. So I don't know if this will translate. Is the gray slab the same as gray big stretch?
It's
Similar?
not quite that straightforward. It's close, but there's some texture here in slab, right? To look like concrete. Same thing with Moreflex. So it's not like it's one color, where big stretch is going to be one color.
Yeah, a little more like modeled, but you might have a, you know, a gray big stretch where this is going to be, it's going to have a gray band around it.
Yep.
you know, that gray band isn't going to be the exact color of the sealant itself. It's just impossible to sort of
That's right.
approximate
this
that.
is something you're printing on plastic,
Right.
right? So we do spend a lot of time trying to dial in those colors, but this is going to be pretty much gospel truth.
Yep. Yeah, so we have one of these in the shop, and it's hanging up, you know,
Nice.
near the van where all the sealant is, so we can check, you know, and it's a good selection of colors. Like the wood tone we've used a lot, works out really well. This is like one of the coolest things we saw in terms of samples, I think. So we have like a regular silicone here,
Yep.
which is, you know, springy, and I mean, your terminology is gonna be better than mine, but this just wants to like spring right back.
Yeah, and I like to be fair to it that it does have some movement capability, right? So you want some stretch in there, and it has some,
Yeah.
right? But if you do the same thing with Lexel or any of the Sashco sealants, you get a whole lot more movement capability versus the silicone, which is pretty much maxed out here. I'm about to tear it. The other component of this durability equation that you can see from these strips is, so when you let this one go, it kind of coils up and it shrinks slowly back to its original size. You can still see it shrinking, right? Whereas this one is going to snap back. And so the Lexel doesn't resist movement, right? It relaxes and it slowly goes back to its original size, versus the silicone that's really trying to get back to its original size. So we're doing this, you know, 5-6 times, but your sealant has to expand and contract and move 365 days a year, right? So because this one is relaxed and just kind of takes the movement, it's going to last a real long time compared to the silicone.
Yeah, and in like, you know, let's say another 90 seconds, this is going to be back to exactly how it was before we stretched it.
Totally.
And I would think that, you know, so when I pull this, I can feel it wanting to pull back. Like that has to affect the adhesion because it's actively trying to separate itself from the joint.
Exactly. You
So,
got it.
You know, if this is being stretched, like it wants to pull away from these two edges where, you know, this and the big stretch, it's just going to move and it's not resisting at all.
That's right. That's right. It's how adhesion, elongation, and the relaxation all play together. Because if you have a sealant that's just relaxed, it's really not testing the adhesion, right? Because it's just fine.
Well, that's very cool. We appreciate the little tour. I mean, there's so much more that we could show you and things that we can't show you, which were really cool that we got to see.
Right.
You're going to have to come to Zero Failures yourself if you want to see them. And I definitely recommend it. You know, John and I learned a lot, not just about sealants, but about business. And, you know, we have a speaker coming in to talk about contract law that we're going to see next. So really cool event, really beautiful facility. So worth seeing just for that. And yeah, I hope you guys check out some Big Stretch, some Lexel, definitely exact color, any of these sealants that you might need. Yeah, so thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next week.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Jeff.
Thanks.